Good evening, everybody. It's Trucking with Cliff out here in Fort Worth, and I just got parked for the night, and I'm gonna go do a little exercise. Go on a little walk here, try to clear my head. One way to get some exercise in and de-stress and just try to get a little exercise in. For one thing, I started walking again when it's permissible, when the weather's not too crappy. Since my surgery, I got down to like 191 pounds, and then I kind of leveled out at 201, but I've put on about 20 some pounds. It's because I hadn't been walking, just been taking it easy, sitting on my butt in the truck, and man, that's just caught up with me. So I got to get to walking again. I walk about it's about 2 miles. Walk down here about a mile and then a mile back. Sweeping his trash out in the road here. Truck number 8135, John Christener, sweeping his trash out in the road. Yep. So just sweeping it up into a pile there at the back door, and then get to a trash can somewhere. This is the crap that, makes truck drivers look bad. Ridiculous. But man, I watched a video today from a young lady that's a truck driver, and it got me to thinking. She's talking about mental health and different things out here that we have to deal with. We have to deal with stuff on the road, and if you're a business owner, you got to deal with the business side of things. You got to deal with, all the rules, regulations, and then you got to deal with stuff at home. The stress of everything. I got to thinking, man, that's a topic that we don't talk about a lot. As truck drivers, is our mental health. I think mental health goes a long ways in this business, in this industry, because of the stress of the road, stress at home, stress of just everything. And one way to de-stress is to get out and exercise, get out and walk, get your blood pressure up. By walking, and that'll help. I say get your blood pressure up, but get your blood moving. Get your cortisol, I think that's what it's called, levels up. And that'll help, or lower them, or whatever it is. But exercise, man. Get out and walk. If you sit in that truck 24/7, man, you will lose your mind. It will literally eat at your soul. And there's times that I get depressed out here, man. It's like, no matter how positive I try to get and try to be, man, I get depressed. Because I'm not home. I'm not, getting to spend quality time at home with my wife. And, so it's real. Stress depression, anxiety, man, all that stuff is real. Like, I just checked my tires again and just did a post trip while I'm getting unloaded. Dadgum thing's flat, you know, it's a brand new tire. So now I gotta go to the tire shop in the morning to figure out why it keeps losing air. Is it a bad tire? Is it a bad valve stem? You know, what's going on? It's a brand new tire. So, you know, I got to deal with that stress. But it's a little stress, but it's still stress. It's still something we have to deal with, you know, on a daily basis. Sitting at a shipper forever, you know. Sitting at a receiver forever. Get out and move. Get out of that truck and get out and exercise and move. And that way you're not just sitting in that truck, you know, 24/7. Maybe you can't walk 2 miles at once, but get out and walk. Get out and walk, you know, just around the parking lot. Sit in your bunk and do leg kicks, you know, or something. But you got to get moving, and that stuff will help alleviate the stress. So, I mean, I've learned a lot of ways to deal with stress, and my wife always gets on to me, why are you laughing about this? It's not funny. Well, that's my way of dealing with stress, because if I get mad about it, you know, that's not good for my heart, for one. It raises my blood pressure, so that puts me in a potential of a stroke or a heart attack. So the way I deal with stress is I laugh about crap, you know, or I try to. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I get fired up, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, when I hear crap that's going on that should be prevented, shouldn't be happening, man, I get fired up. And that's another reason I'm walking, man, because I just keep getting this more and more news about stuff that shouldn't be happening. And I just, instead of exploding, man, I start walking. And you know, it's not going to kill you to get out and walk, get out and exercise. You'll actually see the benefits quicker than you think. Sorry, guys. I know that's nasty. My wife gets on to me for it. But just get out. Just get out and walk. Think positive. Try to be a positive person. Have a positive outlook on things. And it's tough right now in the trucking industry. It's tough in our world, our economy, with everything going on. It's tough. But take this day that the God blessed you with and make something positive out of it. And instead of blaming people for everything, just man up, take some responsibility, and roll with it. Because honestly, there's some things you can't fix and some things you can. But stressing over it, it's not doing you no good. It ain't going to do you a bit of good. So you get out, you exercise, you can get some walking in, clear your head, you know. If you can only walk, you know, a half a block, at least that's a half a block that you got out of that truck. You got your mind thinking about something else. You know, I'm not telling you to walk if you're in a bad neighborhood. Obviously, you know, your safety is a concern, but if you're at a shipper or receiver, man, just get out and walk in their lot. Got a fire truck coming. You know, those guys, they got a stressful job too, a stressful life, because, you know, they may be on call. They may be at the station for a week and then get to go home. And they have to deal with horrendous, you know, accidents and incidents and all kinds of stuff every day. So, you know, those guys, they usually got weight rooms and other stuff in their stations so they can exercise and help get rid of a little bit of stress. Last thing you want to do is take your stress home. Last thing you want to do is get so depressed and sitting there in that truck that you take your own life, you know. That's no life. That's no way to end your life, especially if you got family. You know, your family needs you. And it happens more often than we hear about. You know, it's sad. Like I said, I get down sometimes, but man, I just start trying to find things that push out a positive vibe. I grab my Bible, I start reading it. If I don't have my Bible, I can pull it up on my phone and just read. And it helps. Getting out and walking, clearing my head helps. Making videos helps. Although I'm not very good at making videos, but hey, at least I'm making an attempt to do something besides sit in that truck, stare at the same thing for 24 hours a day. And I'll be honest with you, before I had this weight loss surgery, I wouldn't have been able to walk 2 miles. I probably could have, but I'd been dying. Halfway down, my back would have been hurting, legs would have been hurting, you know. I'd have been so much out of breath I couldn't walk 2 miles. But you don't have to walk 2 miles. You can get out and you can start walking, walk 100 yards if that's all you can do, 50 yards. But do it every day and you'll build up where you can work further and further. Do crunches in your bunk. If you can only do 5, do 5. Next day, try to do 6. Try to do 7 the day after that. Try to add 1 every day. But fitness physically leads to better mental fitness. And it's overall, it's healthier for us. I'm gonna get back to the truck here in a little bit and see if they're done unloading me and try to air a tire back up. See if I can hear any air leaking. If not, I'm gonna have to take it back to Love's. Try to get into the Love's somewhere. It's freaking ridiculous. But I'm gonna take it to Southern Tire Mart tomorrow. It may just be a valve stem. I'm hoping that's all it is. Because a loose valve stem, actually I may tighten. I may pull that tire cap off and see if maybe the valve stem's loose. Tighten that valve stem up. See if that fixes it. I'll air it up and see if it goes flat overnight. If it does, then I know it's something else going on. Could be a loose valve stem. Because I didn't hear any air coming out of the tire when I was airing it up, so I don't think there's a hole in it. So I don't know. The place where I'm at, they're pretty quick at getting me unloaded. It's a little chilly down here. Wind blowing. It's not too bad though. Not too bad at all. Try not to blind y'all with this light. Anyways, guys, that's how I try to deal with my stress is through walking, positive thoughts. And really it's something that needs to be, you know, kind of talked about in this industry, because it's not being talked about how stressful it is out here. How, you know, if you got things going at home, personal life stuff, you know, it weighs on you. That stuff leads to heart attacks and strokes and other things. So, you know, number one, take care of your health. Take care of your health. Yes. It's all from truck drivers. Pee bottles, trash bags, everything, man. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, just trying to get on that kick, but there's a reason why trucks ain't able to park in a lot of places. That's exactly why we're not allowed to park in places. Well, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you will, subscribe, hit that like button, share. If you guys are going through anything, you know, talk about it. Find somebody to talk about it with. You know, if don't just get so down that you know, you get to a point where you've gone too far. All of us has been put on this earth for a reason. We need to make the best of it as we can. Be there for one another. Guys, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment if you're going through something. And leave a comment. Maybe we could talk about it. And y'all have a blessed day. Be blessed. And we'll see you on the next one.